misfit, but who cares?
Oh, this really sucks, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to get back up ASAP. But this is what is it, the second or third time? And signal really sucks here. That's one reason why I haven't been streaming a whole lot. Because, yeah, signal really sucks here. So Nona was just talking about being a misfit all of her life.
It won't work with that on there, huh?
That's not necessarily
seriously,
that's just
Mickey?
what it is.
Yeah.
I would rather be a misfit toy than just like everybody else.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
I
for
like
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And if we didn't, we'd probably change
Yeah.
to something that somebody else likes. Which is
Well,
not the
there
same.
again, who else would be insane enough to try to do what we're trying to do?
Exactly.
we are definitely not.
You know, when we were at Des Moines, at that place where that farm boy thing, I had just been there for a couple of days, and I was sitting there carrying on about political whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought I was talking to Alex. And he's standing there, he's talking to me, asking questions, and I said to him, then he turned his camera somewhere else. And I said, Alex, were you videoing me? Were you taking me? He went like this. And I had told him before that he reminds me of my youngest son, who was an anarchist. And I said, how old are you, Alex? And he said, 33. And I said, that's all my youngest son is. I said, you're so much like my son. And so when you did that, I went like that, Alex, I said, or else he did it to me, I don't remember what. I said, no, I said, you're a twerp. And he went like this. That's what it was. But my son is like that. He would do something that's in your face. Right. Without letting
missed
you
a
know.
great parade yesterday.
What's that?
Oh,
Missed a
thanks,
great
Mickey.
parade
We
yesterday. We had
tried.
a ball. It was fun.
Yeah. Didn't start till 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it was very late.
Yeah, I
What time do
did
y'all
see
get back?
you guys.
Oh, I think it was 10:30.
Really?
Yeah, it was late.
I was fast asleep.
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah, I know. I was sleeping, so that. Yeah, I thought I was up to at least 11, but I guess it
We had a
wasn't.
carnival going on there.
Yeah.
And
Did anybody go to carnival rides while they were out there?
What's that?
Did you guys go to the carnival while you were out there?
Yeah, it was fun. It really was.
Oh, that's cool that you got to go to the carnival
serving
too.
food, and you get a cheeseburger for like $4, get a Pepsi for $1. Yeah, I mean, it was great. So everybody went over there to eat, which was cool. Yeah, it was really neat. They did a nice job.
Were you guys were they receptive of our mission?
Convoy.
Yeah.
It's about 3-hour ride. I don't know how many miles it's on my phone, but it's going up to Cumberland, over to Berkeley Springs, Hagerstown, and back down, like Martinsburg to here. Like a big kind of almost diamond.
I always have cans.
You always have cans to fill. Does anybody else need fuel? Okay. Yay. Then we'll go first. Or go to Hagerstown back. We can go backwards, I don't care. You can start it.
We're having a conversation.
I'm afraid she couldn't hear me. It's Friday.
What? Wait a minute. Tuesday was bad enough. Hey, good morning, y'all. Yeah, I was really surprised to see that
Somebody gives us a ride.
they did not
It's not going to be done. They're behind.
well, that they did allow horses, but they did not allow throwing of candy. So I had said about the last parade that I was in, when I was going to college, and there again, you know, it was just recent. I went back to college after graduating 40 years, and the town, Brevard's a small town community college, and they had gotten or put a ban on horses. I guess it was like the year prior to banning the throwing of candy. So yeah, I was really surprised to see that they still allowed horses in that parade. And yeah, you have an animal you always got to deal with their poop. I know that Hippie is live also. I can't tell you, but maybe someone else can give you her stream. Yeah, and really, I think that's kind of like, or at least it was required that you had to have a poop bag on your horse, or at least somebody to scoop up after them.
Well, yeah, I was there.
Oh, you're not right. You left after that.
Yeah. Sunday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was great too.
Yeah, that was.
Somebody had put in earlier that he had broke. Oh, who was that?
The two girls in the van.
Dang, my mind, it just totally slipped.
Yeah.
Bryant, out of the hospital. So, I think that, I don't know, maybe that's what it was about.
It's got to be long term. That was good argument.
Good morning, y'all.
Yeah, he took all the agencies and he's turning them into elections, and it's illegal.
I hope that background noise isn't too bad.
By the government, they're not allowed to do that, and they're doing it.
Right.
Nobody stops them. Nobody stops them. A lot of things. It was Biden. The federal election.
Biden's hiding his plan to rig the 2022 midterm election.
What is it?
Get
What
your
you got?
viewers to read his article.
Here, put it right.
Here, you hold it.
Alright.
That's an article on M&M today. They should be on M&M, by the way.
It should be on M&M. Yes, Biden is hiding his plan to rig the 22 midterm election. Oh, well, you doubt that?
Well, I didn't doubt it. I'm just saying. See, it's M&M News.
M&M News?
Yeah.
That's a good news channel?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, you guys hear that? M&M News?
Yeah. It's at the top in blue there.
He's not president.
Look, there you go. M&M News. Okay, here, we're starting the meeting. Let's go, everybody.
People would bet you like, oh, that's conspiracy theory. Come on.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning! No.
I don't even see her yet.
Oh, she was right here. Can
Good morning, everyone. Let's bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for another beautiful day today. May it be for your glory, everything that we do. Bless us, protect us, keep us safe. Everyone having breakfast back there, bless the food that it nourishes our bodies. Bless the hands that made it, and bless those that are in want. We ask for your protection as we go in our convoy today. Everyone's protection and safety. Next rally.
Yes.
In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
when they fest. So, yeah, I'll heat mine up afterwards. It was really good too, Ron. Whoever cooked did a really good job. Okay, so a couple things. Oh, Steve, you want to do the Constitution?
You want to do it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into today's plans. Oh, you gotta hit the button. Dee, can you fix this? I know, it's a pain in the butt. It's all electronic, Justin. I don't know why. It doesn't.
Here comes D.
No, somebody just wrong about it. Technology. Here you go.
Remote control. Isn't that amazing? Wow.
No, it was just being facetious because someone said about Santa being arrested.
Okay, we're gonna
And then someone
try to
else
go
had said
a little bit
about,
the
yeah,
Constitution
arrested for
every
breaking
morning,
out
you know, most
Bryant.
mornings
And,
when it's not
yeah.
too crazy.
So, no, I was
For
just being
3 to
facetious.
5 minutes or so. Eventually, I'd like others to stand up or sit and you know, talk about the Constitution yourself. Just come over and ask me or these guys. Let's all stay familiar with this particular pocket Constitution because this is the one we're probably going to have all the time. So I gave each one of you, and I will again tomorrow probably if you're at the rally, because I'm going to do something similar as this at the rally tomorrow. But I'm going to hand out to each one of us a Constitution so we can get more familiar with it. There's nothing wrong with having several copies to hand out to people you meet and you really connect with. We got to be a little bit liberal on handing these out.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to these guys about maybe, because we got at least 500, 600 of them right now, so we want to, you know, just hand out as many as you can to somebody that it's really people and walk away on this particular thing, because they're around 50 to 60 cents each. So I just wanted, so we know we're doing a challenge on the preamble.
We have
And a lot of
to
us, myself
learn
included, we don't do a lot
what
of
we don't
memorization.
know
We're too busy
in
and all
order
kinds
to
about other things, I
know
guess.
the words
But hey, that's a pretty
that we
important
can
good
fight
one to remember if you're in a bad spot.
our
That's
facts
one reason
with.
why I'm doing this. If I have to face the police or any type of authority figures in our venture in our lives with what we all deal with, I want to know some of this by memorization. And I suggest that one. But another one I suggest to memorize and have it down so well that you can just spill it out anytime. And that's obviously amendment number 1. That's very critical because it mentions so much that gives us the right to do what we're doing. So I'm going to throw in amendment number 1 as part of our challenge. So you can memorize the preamble, which is 1 sentence, or you can memorize amendment number 1, and every time somebody does, you can do both. You'll be contributing $5 for each one to the movement. To the movement that is bringing this back to America.
Amen.
Bringing this back to America. I've been ashamed of how much America hasn't, just like the Bible. Pretty strange, huh?
Yeah.
The Bible in this has been put down, and we need to be part of this country as we are of raising this up. That's one reason why I'm here, because of this.
I know the
And we
first
get the
by
Bible
heart.
up. That's one reason why I'm here with it. One of the main reasons why I'm here with this group. So let's always try and have one of these in your cars, on your person, and always an extra 1 or 2. Find me or these guys. We're going to try and have some out here, but we don't want people grabbing whole stacks of them or walking off with the box. But once again, these are being given to us, so we're going to try and be a little bit liberal with handing them out. And then also we got you can get one for $1 for the people that visit, and that $1 goes to the movement. All right? Is that enough on the Constitution today? Woo!
Yeah. On fire.
Amen.
I will.
What is the First Amendment?
That's our freedom.
What is the First Amendment?
Freedom.
Who knows it?
First Amendment is our freedom, our right of free speech, press.
So Rose wanted me to read the First Amendment real quick. It's a great one to memorize.
Religion, assembly, and grievances to our government.
So it went away, but I pretty much have it. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Amen. Woo! Or abridging the freedom of speech. Woo! I love that one. Or of the press. Or the right of the people to peacefully assemble. Yes. What we're doing here. Right. And to petition the government for redress of grievances. Woo! Love that First Amendment now. That's worth memorizing. Come on.
No.
Thank you, Steve. That's awesome.
That was about my lawsuit I took to the Supreme Court on our First Amendment platform.
Virginia, to do a parade. It was their first parade since COVID. We went to a store that's not in use, and we did our floats, and we lined up. And of course, you just hurry and wait at that point. We had Leah, and we had.
Did you hear him barking in the
Taylor
background?
And his family, Yvonne and Tom.
Good
Spider,
morning, y'all.
Caroline. Yeah, Joe. Oh yeah, Frankie Bobby. Yeah, you pulled us. Yeah, you had us too, and Little Hippie. So we were in between two trucks. Oh yeah, Tammy and yeah, we had people walking with a big sign. Yeah, of course, how can we forget Jennifer? She's the one that lives there, and then we met her daughters. They were great kids. She has twins, and then I think one older one. Yeah. So we did that, and actually, while we were waiting, Tom is superior at, and Big D, to be all, in all fairness, handing flyers out. So, like, they weren't slowing down. Big D would walk out, and they would slow down, and he's like, here you go. So, I know she was. It was hilarious. There were horses behind us. Everybody was worried about the horns. The horses were fine. They had a float between us, and the front floats, they were trail horses. They weren't that worried about it. And we had they thought those things were cool. Everybody thought those things were cool. Where did you get that from? So we, Leah and them all handed out tons of flyers, bags. I think you made 100 bags, which had a Constitution in it, a few pieces of candy, a brochure, flag stickers, little bitty bag. So Leah was having a blast, and so were Taylor's kids, handing those out. And the chatter in the background as I sat in the bed of the truck, like there was this first guy with his son off to the left, and Leah ran over there to hand him a bag. And the little boy pulls out the Constitution. He's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, son, that's the Constitution." You know, and he was like, basically saying that's incredible that somebody's actually giving this information out because we're so far past it. You know, we don't talk about it anymore. So a lot of people really liked it. They said, "We need to check this out." You know, so they were thrilled with it. Some people had heard about us. So I think we handed out a lot of flyers. I don't know how many. When it got busy, we got 300 easily, yeah, for sure. Yes. So 300 flyers mostly handed in people's hands, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to share again. So, like, it was just so neat. So while we're waiting, the parade hasn't even started. So while we're waiting, you have the traffic, just people just rolling through Lee Highway, the big highway out there. But it's being partitioned off and then eventually closed off completely for the parade. So you just have traffic just rolling by, and so we're giving all flyers to them. And then once the parade actually started, once you like get going a little bit, we walked about a mile and a half, I think it was. So it was a bit. It was a nice long walk. We got our steps in. For those that walk, holding the banner and passing out the flyers.
Holding the bucket.
But what's that? Yeah, we held the bucket with the goodie bags inside. So once you start to get closer to the carnival, which is where the parade ends, you had cars on either side, pickup trucks, people with their lawn chairs, all sitting all along either side, the median, or technically one side is the median, the other side is the shoulder. And so just tons and tons and tons of people on either side enjoying the parade, clapping for us, taking pictures and things like that. So that was like another great opportunity, of getting all the people once we got into the carnival. So once it ended, we weren't to pass out flyers in the carnival, but like the parade itself and the waiting before the parade actually started was so productive. So amazing.
Yeah.
One of our best experiences. The last parade we didn't really get to do that at, so and everybody was super friendly.
Yeah.
We got to meet up with Flint Hill Volunteer Fire Department. I think that's who they were. That built our truck. They were pretty cool. They had all their trucks there. A lot of really neat trucks, actually. Yeah.
We didn't get to talk to them, but they were there.
So I wasn't able to be there last night. I really wanted to come. Barbara! Good to have you back, honey. I really wanted to come, but it sounds like you guys had a great time. What Hippie and Victoria were just saying, it's about the education piece. It's about getting the information out there. It's about starting that conversation between that father and that son is so important and so incredible, because we don't know if they went back to their dinner table that night or they went back today sometime, and they're going to have a much better and longer conversation about the Constitution and about the First Amendment and about our rights and about our freedoms and about how things are going to be lost if we don't stand up and do something. So that education piece, as you and I have talked so many times right here on the ground, is so very important. So important. So guys, don't discount the work that we're doing here. Every piece that we're doing here is very important. And as you guys can see, it will be helpful in this country's future. So thank you for being out there.
Did you have fun yesterday, Hippie? Little Hippie? Yeah. That smell of hers is so funny. She just had a blast. Alright, so, then after we went to the carnival, and you didn't have any fun at the carnival, did you? Did Bigby have any fun at the carnival? We today have
when
a
it's
route.
your house,
Fuel for those
you make the rules. And if someone's being obnoxious, it's your right to kick them out of your sandbox when they don't play nice.
Okay, fuel at 10. So we'll line up at 9:45. No, 11. Holy cow. So we'll line up at 10:45. It's Friday. And then we'll go fuel, and then we'll stage back here to do the route that we're planning. I think originally we were going to go from here to Cumberland, but I think we're going to go the other way around. So we'll go from here to Hagerstown, Martinsburg, Hagerstown, kind of pass near Berkeley Springs, and then Cumberland and back home.
Okay. When we get done with the route today, we're trying to get ready for the rally tomorrow. So
Yeah.
If that's it,
I know.
for taking down all that stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be all hands on deck to get the. Well, at least the rally is later, so that gives us more time. And then in other news with the fire truck, Nathani's fire and emergency cannot get to it, even though they told me they could. They called me yesterday and said if we want, we can come pick it up, but they can't look at it until next week. He was going to try to pull it in the shop last night to see, because we told him it was not until the alternator was replaced, just to see if anything stuck out. So we're going to go get the fire truck and bring it back, because what's the point of it being in the shop, because it's not doing any good there.
It needs to be on the rally.
I know, and we're going to go get it. So we're going to get the fire truck.
I'll be at the rally this time.
So there's the update on that. You need to call the tire guy. I forgot. And then the tires, I guess they'll maybe get replaced today or tomorrow. I'm assuming today, if we have it back. Other than that, yeah, the route is pretty simple. We have rally flyers and trifold still, so if you guys take those rally flyers and you slide them into trifold, it makes a really nice piece to hand out to people. Are there any questions?
The box of trifold flyers, is that it? Is that all there is?
No, I have another one in the camper. We've been using that, and I know a bunch of people took a bunch. Still in your car. Some in the info tent.
If you want, I'm not going to all day. I'm a video conference with the company, so I can take whatever flyers, whatever conference y'all don't take with me, and I can fold it.
Oh, the trifolds are already folded. All we got to do is stick the rally paper inside of them. Yeah, that Clear Choice printing really has, they might have been just slightly more expensive than this other one we used to use, but the reality is their product was super nice. She said it has nothing to do with the product, it's everything with the person who did the layout, because she said it was perfect, and it just made the flyer work really well. So, they help us out a lot. Anything else, guys?
Thanks, Angela. Love you too.
Yeah, no, thank you. We have 2 fans right there, guys, and we have a couple more things. We'll probably do an unboxing later this evening. 2 fans right there that plug in, and then there's a cart that came and a couple other things. Yeah, Siobhan. Oh yeah, I did talk to his daughter today. They're en route leaving Missouri,
update on Brian.
as we speak. So they will, it's her and her friend, I believe, and they'll finish the last leg tomorrow, but they're going to go straight to the hospital. And when she gets here at 1 p.m., her son will be flying in. Right now, it's up in the air. We'll just see where it goes, and then they'll decide. So he's not immediately, you know what I mean, all that stuff. I've seen it all over online. And Santa was not arrested, you guys. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where people get this information from. It's ridiculous. And
Breaking Brian out of the hospital.
You know, I know. It's outrageous. Just unless you're here, you all don't know. And then even if you are here, you don't know. Go up and ask somebody that was in that situation. Hey, saw that something happened with Brian.
Can't tell you what food we need right now.
Get it from the horse's mouth, please.
I can check and ask, but I don't know. Right now, I would say
yesterday, well, I'm not sure, but he is resting comfortably. He's doing well. Thank you for continuing asking about him. His family is coming to surround him. They are coming to have discussions with him that they need to have. Right now is not the time to be asking, trying to find out what the specifics are, because we can't do that. That's up to them and their family, and they're going to have their conversations, and they're going to decide what they need to decide. So right now, what we need to be concerned with is that Brian is in a place that's caring for him, and he's in a good place. He was talking and laughing and, having a conversation with us and the nurses, without a problem yesterday. He's fine. He's doing well for his circumstance. I shouldn't say he's fine. He's doing well in the circumstance that he's in. We can't give you specifics. We won't do that because that is for his family to give once they make decisions on what they're going to do from here on out. It's between him and his children.
Can we give out our address if anybody wants to send him a card or anything?
The P.O. box is the best.
Here. Either one works.
Okay.
Yeah, we get it here.
The 1776 Restoration Movement.
Take care of Brian Foster.
And yes, you can put it in care of or attention to Brian.
okay, y'all hear that? You can send them a card or.
The address at the post office box is 484 Williams.
Yeah, I always say Mark. I do the same thing every time.
Williams Court, 484 Williams Court Pike. Thank you. Number 120, 120, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
I think it's 254.
Yeah, that's something like that. 25404. We're 90% sure that.
Yeah.
It's 5404.
Yeah. Martinsburg, West Virginia.
And it's on our website.
It's on our website, yeah.
Is it P.O. Box?
Say it again. It is, but it's an actual physical mailing address, so they don't classify it as a PO box, which is nice, so you can get actual packages there. So far, they haven't restricted much, which I'm surprised. Sometimes they do. Post office will restrict, so because they got big old Tupperware containers over there at that address. So
How often is that checked?
I don't really know. I know.
So it's better if they're sending a letter, they could send it here to the camp, because that would be a quicker
I
turnaround.
have the access to that. I know it's been picked up at least twice this week.
Okay.
But I also know we get mail here, and we haven't had too many issues. It just depends on what you guys want to do. The package, I'd say mail it here. It's easier.
Packages mail it here, but there really isn't a...
12828 Winchester Ave, Bunker Hill, Maryland, 25413.
And maybe someone can put that address in for both of the... If you're sending a package here, or if you're sending a letter, send it to the post office box.
Alrighty. And yeah. I guess that's it, guys. So.
Oh, wait, cool. Thank you, Laura.
Why don't you come out?
Flyers and groceries. I said it before. I went to the restaurant today down the road, and they were happy to have our rally flyers. And I just stuffed like I did. I'll go into the grocery stores. They have them laying right on our counter. The little restaurant on the left-hand side before where we fuel. They have great breakfast and great little store there. They're nice people. And I'm sure a lot of them businesses right along here, they're locally owned. They would probably be happy to put them out. If someone was just making a goal, take 3. You don't have to shut off your car. Stop in. Can you put that there? Okay. Yes. No. All right. On your way to the next one.
Okay.
The service guy at the Fremont dealership here, I gave him some of our flyers and raffles, and he put them out on the counter for them. And he may be here tomorrow for our rally as well.
Very nice. Very nice.
Along with a few of his co-workers.
That's great. That's what we want to hear, you know. We're not this big scary clan that everybody thinks we are.
No. I was going to suggest, since Evelyn's kind of into it, that maybe we have 2 people back here. I can be one of them because I'm not much into the driving, but you can. But suggest 2 or so people stay back and really cover the area.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm willing to walk the houses and put it on their front porch. No, really.
There's a bunch of apartments right down the road right here.
Yeah, to hit the neighborhood.
Hey, if they can sell you something, we can give something away for free, right? Education.
Well, you've got a lot of flyers. I could probably do a couple hundred around here.
Wow. Okay.
Your family take a constitution with them. The family, maybe they'll,
Maybe Jerry and I'll cover the area.
That's fine. Hey, we're all about it, guys. I mean, it's not, even if you're not choosing to go on this route because of varying reasons, doesn't mean there's not something that needs to be done on the grounds or locally, like you said. So, all great ideas. Sorry. After that, though, we do need to start prepping for the rally. Tomorrow's food will be provided. Jeremiah is smoking some chicken and he's going to make pasta salad. And if you guys have probably met him before, he's been with us since Hagerstown. He comes and goes now because he works, but he likes to support us. So he's like, well, somebody's got to work so they can support you. He's going to do that and green beans. And then we'll also do burgers and dogs for the people that don't want chicken. I think it's going to be barbecue chicken. So.
Boots is home.
Oh yeah.
Oh, praise God. Boots is home. Yay. Thank you everyone who supported her.
Now, somebody on here is saying that we should make sure that it is legal to leave flyers at someone's home. So that's an ordinance.
Why we can't sell
I don't bother.
Right.
Okay, there you go. If it says no soliciting, you don't go.
The only time it's illegal is if it says no soliciting. Don't put them in no mailbox.
Yeah, no mailbox.
No mailboxes, and if it says no soliciting, then there you go.
When we're at the rally, 2 things that I try to do, and I know I've incorporated some other people to help. So let's remember at the beginning of the rally when people are coming in, we need to be welcoming, having a big smile to talk with people. We need to not have that scary look about, people don't know what to think about us. They don't, know what to think about those people on the asphalt that are making camp because they love freedom. So let's give them something to think about, that we're families, that we're grandmas, that we're, that we love our country, and that we're patriots who care enough to do something. Let's also ask them why they're here, how they learned about us. Things like that are really important for us to know how we're reaching our population, our public. We need to find out what's working for us and what's not working for us. So simple questions can gain us a lot of information. At the end, I know I've had a number of you do this at the end. Tom, you seem to be one of the people that I call on constantly for a couple of things, and this is one of them. He's so good with people, and he's not afraid to just start a conversation. So at the end of the rally, it's critical, so important. Make sure, I usually try to go to the area where the public flows out toward their cars. And if there's, like, say it's out the gate to the parking area out there, if there's a bottleneck area, that's kind of an area where people are going to be. It's great to be able to talk with them. You have to stop, take your time to talk with them. Thank you for coming. Did you enjoy the rally? How did you find out about us? Why are you here? Great conversation starters. People want to talk about it. They want to be involved. They want to see how they can do more and be more involved. So don't be afraid to go up to them and start a conversation. It's more important for us to do that for these people who have taken their time to come here than it is probably anything else that we could be doing at that moment, because our audience is critical. These are people that we want to come help us, join us, maybe even join us in DC. We need to be that kind face and welcoming and approachable to these families, these people. We want them to come and join us. Thanks, guys.
Wear your shirts.
Yeah, wear your shirt.
Yep.
Which means we have to do laundry. All right, guys. I guess that's about it. So I have no idea what time it is, but we'll go fuel. We'll line up at 10:45.
1 hour from now.
We'll line up at 10:45 and then go at 10. If there's a few people. Victoria, make sure you see me. Yvonne, make sure you see me. I don't see anybody else here that needs to see me. All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, so now y'all know what's going on. And prayer works. I do believe in that. Well, I'm all for the First Amendment, but when you have people who are intentionally and willfully, is the court language used, to slander, or as in this case, liable, because it's written, lies, misinformation, that is, that's unacceptable. That's not what the First Amendment is all about.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
You know, yeah, we want to have a right to our own opinion, but when you're slandering someone in the process or liable, you know, that's just downright wrong. So, there you go. Only the government cannot censor you. Even though that is why I wrote that lawsuit and took it up to the Supreme Court, because the government did. That's it. That's it. You can't put out malicious lies. That is against the law. It's not your right of free speech when you are intentionally harming someone. Please welcome you guys for the meeting. I know how important it is for those of us who are not able to join for whatever reason. You know, whether I'm just taking my, animals in where it's cool and because it's too hot out here. But right now it is actually enjoyable weather. It's somewhere in the 70s, I would say. And it feels actually nice. Even duct tape can't fix stupid.
But it can muffle the sound.
Oh, that's not nice to laugh that.
Hey. I like what my other shirt says better.
Which
I'm
one?
a truck driver. I can fix stupid, but it's gonna hurt.
I like that one too.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Okay, I've been driving a rig since 2015. People, for some reason, are stupid enough to tailgate a semi.
No.
14 cars have met that DOT bumper on the back of my truck. 14 cars. Less than 5 people have survived that accident.
Wow.
That DOT bumper is half-inch steel. These people's cars are made of sheet metal.
Oh, yeah.
They think they're gonna win that fight?
If not fiberglass.
That's not a special level of stupidity. That's Joe Biden level of stupidity.
Oh, excuse me for laughing like that.
Oh no! Don't apologize because you're right. It's sad and funny at the same time.
Yeah, but that's fact.
Because see, that's the new level of stupid. It's the Joe Biden level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
oh,
yeah,
and that's really saying something, isn't it?
You gonna put a 2,000-pound car up against 80,000-pound truck and think you're gonna win? You deserve whatever consequences you get.
That's it. That's it. And that's usually take their heads for that one.
Well, see, here's what most people don't understand and don't care about. Any law you break involving this truck is an automatic felony, simply because it's a government vehicle.
What?
It's illegal to follow less than 100 feet between your car and that truck.
Yeah.
It's illegal to change lanes in front of one with less than 100 feet between you. And it's also illegal to travel beside one. If you are beside a rig, you are required by law to either speed up and get ahead of it or slow down and get behind it.
Yeah.
They implemented that law 6 years ago.
Now that was one of them that I was wondering about.
They implemented that law 6 years ago when a lady on I-80 was beside a rig and he blew a tire and a piece of that tire shattered her window, went through the car and killed her.
Oh, wow.
There's 100 pounds of pressure in these tires.
Yeah.
When they go off, they sound like a freaking cannon.
Oh, is that what it is? 100
Yeah, these things
pounds?
are dangerous.
Wow.
A rig is very dangerous, and the best thing I can tell people to do is stay away from them.
Well, see, I like what you said, not driving beside, because I'm like, oh man, I don't want to, drive, or there again, I want to pass.